Thank you guys for tuning into Simply Dole, your online resource for Dole lessons. My name is Manveer, and in this video lesson, we're going to be practicing Tirkits. I apologize for not putting out a lesson sooner, but as you guys may have noticed, I'm in a new space, and that's because I recently moved, and this past week I've just been cleaning and trying to get the house set up as fast as possible. Anyways, let's just get to this lesson. Due to popular demand, I'm going to be revisiting the Tirkit lesson and also showing you guys some exercises that you can do to improve the speed and clarity of those Tirkits. I've already made a video on this back in 2015, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll put a link to it in the description box below. This lesson will recap what we learned back then, and I'll share some new insights with you that I've learned over the years. As a disclaimer, the average viewer is likely to have a teacher under which he or she is currently learning. So the chances of the terms that I use in my material compared to what your teacher is currently telling you is pretty small. An important point to note is that there's no real objective benchmark for correct terminology. The terms that I use are more so just representative, and it's not to be assumed that these are the only ones. With that being said, let's just get back to this lesson. When I look at something new, I look at the bowls first to be able to vocalize what needs to be played. To vocalize a rhythm, you literally need to mimic the sound of the bowl, the groove, or the rhythm, whatever it is. It's the old golden rule. If you can say it, you can play it. When I look at Tirkits, I try to understand what exactly goes into the Tirkit to achieve the sounds that we're looking for. The bowls for the Tirkit are na, na, ke, na. However, if we play a simple na, na, ke, na on the dole, it sounds like this. What we need to get to is Tirkit, Tirkit, Tirkit. It's played fast and it just rolls off the tongue. After determining the bowls that we are playing, we need to understand the motions of the sticks that need to be implemented. When I play Tirkits, I do this in two observable ways, depending on what is being played prior to the Tirkit coming in. In the first way, if the location of the tili is away from the drum, I come down on a downstroke to play the first na, play a tap stroke for the second na, bring in the daga to play ke, and then finish off with an upstroke which will set you off for the subsequent note, whatever that is. The second way, if your tili is close to the drum before the Tirkit comes in, the first two na start with tap strokes, and then you play an upstroke for the ke and also an upstroke for the na. To illustrate, you want to do this. To give you guys an example of when both will be played, think about playing a da before playing a Tirkit. When playing a da, both sticks start high and they're coming towards the drum. When you play the Tirkit in this instance, you want to start with two tap strokes. If you were to play Tirkits back to back, you're finishing the last na of the Tirkit with an upstroke, meaning the following strike would have to start high and end low, which is a downstroke. To improve your Tirkits, there are several exercises or rudiments that you can play, which I'll show you momentarily. These various sticking patterns help you with control and coordination on the dole and also help you develop technique. When you have an arsenal of different rudiments, you can start piecing them together to create sequences of your own liking. There are 8 exercises in this lesson. As you get to each exercise, what I want you guys to do is write down the bowls, understand the motions, and be able to vocalize what needs to be played, because I am telling you, this is gonna make things so much easier. Like the other lessons, I'm going to post the Tirkit exercises separately under the exercises and rudiments playlist so that you can go through each one of these individually until you've mastered them all. This is the end of the lesson, but before you guys go, if you found this video useful, I want you guys to smash that like button. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to play dole, start out by subscribing and clicking on the bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.